What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Born to Create podcast, ran by Acef.media. You can listen to this podcast on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we are there. Also, make sure to check us out on Instagram at Born to Create Podcasts. I'm one of your hosts, Ace Fothergill. I'm a 19-year-old photographer, videographer, and a passionate apple pie eater. And this is my co-host,
Francois Mittins. I'm a 20-year-old photographer, graphic designer, and video editor. So on today's episode, thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll be talking about how we plan our shoots and how we go about everything to plan it.
So the first step whenever we plan our shoots, and this is like not a client coming to us, this is us like actually planning our own shoots. We will go on Pinterest or even on Instagram. We'll find themes and then we'll create like storyboards. So I'll have a theme just for like outdoor portraits or even like lingerie stuff and like boudoir. And then basically I'll just save a whole bunch of photos to that. And then also finding like outfits and stuff like that on Pinterest as well and on Instagram. And if you find it on Instagram, I just kind of save it.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, like once you find an idea or a theme you want to go by, then we do a little research, try to find like what would be the best outfits and things like that for inspiration. And then like the next step would pretty much, after we have everything set up as in theme and outfit somewhat, then we would go to find a model that would fit or suit our style or like
the idea we're kind of
exactly.
going for.
It's like if we're going for 90s or if we're going for like something else.
So like whenever we're like looking for models for our own ideas, we're looking for models that fit our idea, like have similar photos or kind of have similar shots in the style we're looking for. Even people we've worked with in the past, or like look like they know how to pose.
Exactly. Just so it's a quicker process. It's just nice and easy. There's no like problems going around there.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, basically we talk to the models a little bit, send them like the ideas we kind of have in mind, figure out if they're okay with it or what they like out of it. And then the next step is we go into outfits. So after they've seen the ideas and stuff, I like to ask models to see if they have any similar outfits. Don't be creepy about it if you are going to do it. It's not a good way to make business. Simply just want to see their outfits, be like, okay, I like this one, I don't like this one, let's like use a different top on this one, because like it is our idea.
Yeah.
And I want the outfit to like best fit our idea.
Exactly. And then yeah, like when we go to the shoots, we always ask models to bring more than one outfit just in case. You never know, like you might have a stain on it, or the background or where we're located is just not working well or something. So we have different outfits and it gets more content as well.
Yeah, the best thing to do, like, maximizes time. Especially if you're doing like different locations that day, you obviously want different outfits. You get a lot more content out of it. Generally, it just works better because the model might like certain shots in this outfit, but not like this outfit and stuff like that. So this also does work, like having a client come to you as well. If they don't have, like, a lot of people don't know what they want or don't have ideas. So generally, if a client comes to me, I'll ask them like, okay, what are you comfortable shooting with? Because like you're not gonna have someone who doesn't want to shoot anything nude and then send them nude ideas. You know, like that just doesn't make sense. So I'll ask them like, what are they into? And then generally, if they say anything like, okay, are you comfortable with nude? Because like sometimes people don't think that as anything.
Yeah.
And then stuff like that all depends on what they want to use the photos for as well. And then pretty much just send them the same Pinterest thing or different ideas that we have, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah. So for me, what I do is like I have a whole whiteboard at my house, and I have all these concepts / shoot ideas and styles. I have them written down just so I have them as a backup. So if ever I get clients coming up to me, oh, I kind of want to do like a 90s shoot, like, oh, perfect. I got a Pinterest already set up for you guys. I got a bunch of ideas set up. Here's a theme. Here's some ideas. If you like it, let's go for it. If not, we can work around and get something else. Just so I'm always like on the edge. I'm not like, yeah, I don't have anything. What do you want to do? And then like it does work, but just as a backup in case.
And like stuff runs so much smoother shoot wise whenever you have it.
Yeah.
You don't have to fully plan it out, but like mainly plan it out. And like I find you get better results out of the shoot.
Yeah.
If you've planned it and you already know what you want to do, than to just show up to a shoot not knowing what the model has for outfits, don't know any locations and stuff like that.
Exactly. I find it more, it's just better. So if you're on the same page as the model knows exactly what we're going for and looking for. So she can prepare she can get some outfits, some props, like things ready.
Yeah.
So it's all organized.
Yeah.
It's not a total chaos of like, oh, let's just shoot.
No, 100%. Like, even to give an example, me and Frank we talked about in the last episode, we have a shoot coming up, like an Easter themed shoot. So we've already found a whole bunch of ideas on Pinterest that are like related to like Easter themed, like clothing wise. We have like the fake like bunny ears and stuff like that. We already have models. Like, we already know all their outfits. We know the location. We just need to like set up the time and the date type of thing. So like doing that stuff runs so much smoother.
Exactly. So yeah, for Pinterest, just going over it because we're talking really a lot about Pinterest. So we mostly go for like more the style of what we want to somewhat, just so we understand. So it's not more like we're basing all our ideas on Pinterest.
Yeah.
It's more a visual communication for the client. So for the client or the model comes up to us, and then we show them the images. They know, they can understand and wrap their heads around what's going on.
Yeah, like the concept we're going
exactly.
for.
So it's a lot easier for them to like, oh, okay, that's exactly what you want. So they're not like confused of what we're actually doing. And then from there, we do our own thing in our own style.
Yeah.
With that kind of
like, just to clarify, we don't copy those. We try not to copy those exact shots unless it's like a super sick shot. It's like, okay, I really just want to take this just
and
to
then
take
do
it.
my own twist. Exactly. Yeah.
But like everything, we do our own twist to it and stuff like that. But definitely Pinterest does help for outfits.
Yeah.
A lot, because you can send the person exactly what you're looking for. And you don't kind of have to explain what you're looking for. It's just like, yo, here's a visual. Do you have something similar to this or close to this?
Like, yeah, I like the hair on this one, and then I like the top and the bottom on that. Maybe they'll shoot, like, just so
the location, the pose, and stuff like that. Like, I find a lot of people are visual learners.
Exactly. It's just,
so, like, if you're on a shoot, boom, you can show a model a pose. She can kind of do something similar to this. Or, like, I want you to do this, but, like, have your arm over here. Or, like, move your head slightly this way and stuff like that. Like, it just helps so much.
Yeah.
And then after the whole outfit stage and stuff like that, basically figure out, like, their schedule, whatever the dates are. If you are charging them, do talk price. Obviously, if it's our project, we're not really charging the model because it's something we want to do. But if a client does come to you, make sure, right, if you want to charge them, do charge them. If you don't want to charge them, don't charge them. It's up to you guys. But yeah, after that, set up dates. So figure out what their availability is. Make sure you always have like a couple days just in case something happens on, like, say you plan for the Monday, something happens on the Monday. Make sure you have like a couple dates just in case. Also, finding locations is a huge thing. Yeah. Even when I'm driving around or you're taking a bus or walking around downtown, you see a location you like, save it on your maps, write it down, like kind of where you are, take a photo of it so you have a reference, oh, it's a cool, really cool background, or I like this this back road or something like that. Definitely helps. Like, go and explore.
Oh yeah.
Look on Instagram too, see where other photographers or models or just people in general have shot.
Yeah, so let's say you're going in a new area that you don't usually shoot in. So let's say I'm going in Gatineau or I'm going in Quebec or something. Maybe just look up Gatineau or Quebec as in Instagram. From there, you can see, there's little coffee shops and little shops here and there, things like that. And from there, at least you have some understanding about that location or place as a globe, and then you can pin down where you want to shoot from there.
Yeah, another thing is even Google Maps. Just go on satellite view. You're going out to, we'll use Gatineau since you already said it.
Yeah.
You just look on Google Maps. Okay, there's a nice walking trail here. I want to do a forest theme. Okay, I'll go check that out. Yeah. Or I'll go check out this coffee shop. And generally recommend, make sure you go check out that spot beforehand.
Yeah.
Around a similar time and day, if possible, that you are going to shoot it.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd go 1 week prior, go check it out, because then you'll know, okay, it's super busy or it's not busy. You'll know kind of your surroundings. You already have an idea. You can kind of process in your head, okay, I like this location. I'm going to try and shoot here. And then you already have stuff figured out before you get there, and you're not, like, running around trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially with lighting, you never know, right? Maybe you're in a location, and then, like, maybe at 4 or 5 o'clock, it's so black just because there's trees in the way or a building and shadows. Depends what you're looking for, but yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. do recommend go location scouting. It's such a huge thing to do in photography.
Yeah.
Some locations that we've shot in for anyone who's looking for ideas, forests, Airbnbs, people's houses, walking around downtown, shoot some street stuff, in coffee shops. Do make sure if you're going into like people's like businesses, be polite. Don't be rude about it.
Ask them beforehand if you're allowed to take pictures, because I know because it's private property, so you're not
Yeah,
allowed unless they let you. So we'll just keep that in mind. That's for sure.
exactly. Be super polite, be kind, and who knows, they may even ask you to take some photos for them.
Exactly.
That brings you business, or even, hey, send us a couple photos of in your coffee shop of the model with a drink. We'll repost it on our Instagram page and stuff like that. Gain more exposure. They may hire you in the future since you were super nice to them. You never know. So just be polite when you're out there shooting on location and stuff like that.
Sure.
What else kind of goes into our shooting or planning it?
Well, I mean, okay, so now we talked about planning the actual shoot. Now let's talk maybe planning your gear, how to set up your gear before the shoot. So usually I try to do it weekly or so. I clean my lenses and things like that just to make sure everything's clean and I'll get the best images from that. Usually the night before, I'll make sure my batteries are all charged up. Because it happened to me once. My batteries were just, well, it was my fault, but my batteries were just, my camera died in my bag, but my buddy had a backup there, so we were good. Yeah, just make sure everything's charged up, ready to go. Your lenses are clean. You have your bag set up. Like, if you're busing or you're driving, you know your route to where you're going.
Yeah, plan everything out the night before, of like gear wise and stuff like that,
Or earlier.
or even earlier on that day.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd honestly do it the night before just in case something's not charged.
Yeah.
Or you forgot about something and you need to go pick up whatever from your buddy's place or something like that. You know about it. You're not in a rush on the day of the shoot trying to find everything.
Exactly. And it all depends on locations too. Maybe you want to pack light that day. Maybe you want to bring some more gear just in case. Like, always be prepared.
Yeah.
So always bring batteries, like extra batteries in case, or buy up extra batteries. Have some lens cloths in case your lens gets dirty. Like, just prep yourself for any pretty much occasion.
Yeah.
Like, don't be a gearhead and bring like 3 bags of gear if you don't need it.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? If you're going in the street shooting, you just need like a camera there.
You're just carrying too much stuff and hurting your back and whatnot.
Exactly.
Another thing I want to touch on with like location scouting, super important because you never know if you might need a flash or not.
Exactly.
And you might think you don't need it, and then you show up on location that day and you're like, oh crap, I really wish I had this, or I wish I had that. Brought a different lens just because you wanted a wider shot or more close-up shot.
Yeah. That's where scouting the location beforehand comes in handy, because you can see exactly what kind of gear you can bring.
Yeah.
Like, it all depends on your gear, right? If you have one lens, it's one lens.
Yeah.
You find the angles you have to.
Definitely.
But
Gear doesn't matter too much. We'll definitely touch on that in a different episode.
yeah, for sure.
About gear, kind of what we want to use. For the most part, that's pretty much everything that goes into us planning shoots.
Yeah.
That I can think of. At least for right now.
And then usually what I do is I don't usually trust, I don't have data, so I don't usually trust social media. So I know I don't have data, big thing. So usually with my models, I usually I get them to text me, or I send them my phone number just so they can text me or call me, just so I know they're about to get to the location, or if they're stuck in traffic or something, just to keep up to date, just in case. And I'd rather have a phone number, just because you never know if social media just crashes one day, like it did
Instagram.
Instagram, like it did a couple weeks ago, just as a backup.
Yeah, definitely. And I always like to confirm with someone the night before. It's like, hey, are we still good for tomorrow? Whatever. Even the day of, before I leave my house, be like, hey, are we still on? Are we still good to meet at this time? Because you never know what's going on with someone's day. Hey, can we meet a half an hour later, an hour earlier? I have whatever. You already have their number, or their contact information to get to them. Definitely a huge thing.
Yeah. And then, one more thing would be, when you're planning a shoot, plan how much time you have. Because that happened to me a couple of times, or it happens to a lot of people a lot. You never know how long your model has, right? Maybe she only has half an hour, but you didn't know that. And you're like, oh, okay. Or she has 3-4 hours. Plan your time according to, Like I had a shoot once, and then we had 2-3 hours to get it done, but we had to get makeup done, and it just took a little longer just because of the process. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I only had like a 15 to 20 minute window to shoot it. So I just had to make sure I know exactly what I wanted, get the shots done, and we're done.
Yeah.
Just plan accordingly with your time. It'll help you in the long run, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you brought up makeup. So another thing is finding a makeup artist, depending on what we're trying to shoot and what we're going for. It's always something, even like a hairstylist or clothing stylist and stuff like that. All depends on the shoot you're trying to do and what you're going for. Those do take into account those people and
Yes.
like bring them along if possible. Generally, having a proper makeup artist is a lot better than having your model do their makeup.
Yeah, well, it depends, but yeah, like
Yeah.
it's more of on a professional level, so you don't have to do as much. If you do retouching or editing,
Yeah.
it'll save you time in that domain, and it looks better with the camera. Just because it is what it is. When you're outside, you get harsh lights. Makeup artists know how to set up makeup for a specific shoot, or if it's flash, you always do a little more makeup. Just like news people, like
Yeah.
even the guys that are like they pack up makeup just because the lights are so strong. You need to.
Yeah.
Right,
It all depends on what kind of look you're going for too.
Exactly.
But I feel like we touched on everything.
That's pretty much it. So if you guys have different ideas or different ways about planning your shoots, please let us know. I'd love to learn and understand how you do your process. Like ours is not right in any way. It's just the way we do our thing. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something like mainly all of our episodes are kind of going to be based on like how we do stuff or how like other people do, like other photographers do things as well.
Yeah.
So just to give you guys like tips and tricks and like what we've learned along our way.
Exactly. And going on over the episodes, we'll have some guests on and giving their insights and how they approach things as well. So it's not just about how we do things, just so you can get different point of views as well.
We should also bring a makeup artist on.
Exactly, yeah.
That'd be smart. We know a couple. So anyways, thank you guys for stopping by and listening to the episode on how we plan our shoots. Stay tuned for upcoming topics surrounding the creative industry. If you'd like us to go over a certain topic, let us know in the comments below if you are listening to us on YouTube. Or shoot us a DM over at Born to Create Podcast on Instagram. You can check me out at Acef.media.
And you can check mine at fm.photography_design.
Everything will be linked in the description below. Thank you guys once again for listening. Peace out. Keep chasing your dream. Stay woke.
Have a great one.